English with Deck.
How's it going, guys? Another one from yours truly, Dick. No. Before we crack on with today's amazingly informative, fabulous episode, I just wanted to let you know where I am right now. Well, I'm currently waiting for my daughter to finish her piano lesson. Now, am I waiting in the parking area of the piano studio? Piano studio? Yeah. No, I'm not. Am I waiting at home? No. No, I've driven the car a little way down the road, and I'm sat by the ocean, watching the waves lap up against the rocks. And it is incredibly beautiful. I just took a little video, and I will upload it with this episode. But it's so calm. You know, it's not a particularly sunny day. It's not a particularly warm day. It's lovely and warm, but it's not especially warm. You know, nothing particularly special there. It's just so peaceful, tranquil, if you will. And then I came along with my lovely vocals, just to add to the ambience. But before we do crack on with today's fantastic episode, let's just see if you can hear the sound of the waves, the sound of the waves lapping up against the rocks. Okay, so 1 minute, and this car's gone past. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how much of that actually got picked up by the microphone, because I am using my phone here, so I'll check that when I get home. But anyway, it's Deck here from Deck English with another episode of English with Deck. And let's get this show on the road. Let's go. Okay, guys. Now, if you have ever travelled to the UK, you will have immediately noticed a lot of the names are, well, less than easy to pronounce. Way less than easy. And they are nothing short of one of the best ways to make a learner of English lose faith in the English language. Now, if you have travelled to the UK before, put yourself into the shoes of someone who has not travelled there before. If you have not travelled there before, well, bring your boots as they are and join me on this adventure. Now, imagine you're at the train station, looking at the board, trying to work out where you need to go. And you see a place called Leicester. However, you quite reasonably think Leicester. But then you hear someone next to you saying, "Oh, are you going to Leicester today?" And you realise the letters are not really there to help you. They are just for decoration, if you will. Ho, 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 ho. That was a pretty bad joke. And then next to that word Leicester, you see Worcester. And again, you're going over this word in your head. And reasonably enough, you think Worcester. No. That is just Worcester. And then you see Gloucester. And you're thinking Gloucester. No, it's just Gloucester. And at this point, you begin to wonder if this is like some sick joke just made to pull on the heartstrings of English language learners. And a personal favourite of mine, actually, is Edinburgh. Now, a lot of people outside of the UK do actually say Edinburgh. But they put like an emphasis on the G because it's got that H there. So they might say a lot of a lot of people in Edinburgh. And it's kind of like Hamburg in Germany, hamburger, you know, it sounds a bit like that. And I understand that completely, but no. It's Edinburgh. Very beautiful city, amazing place. Definitely visit if you can. And then there is also Reading. And this one's a particularly annoying one, simply because in English we have the word reading, as in I am reading a book. But the city is not pronounced reading, it's pronounced more like Reading. So you can technically say, oh no, how to say this? I was reading a book in Reading the other day. However, as I was reading my book in Reading, the cows came home. I couldn't think of a last bit there. Very spontaneous, you know. And you know, completely normal English names, but they are completely unfair, of course. Now, there are so many of these, but I've just got a little list in front of me, so I'm just going to pick and choose a couple of them as we go. Okay, so one which is quite fun is Slough. Slough. Okay, Slough. Now, how on earth would you say that if you didn't know? Well, it's kind of like slow, you could get away with, or slough, maybe. But no, it's Slough, like a cow. But no, this is just Britain. Now, the reason for all this is that many British place names are, well, very old, you know? Some come from Old English, Celtic languages, Latin as well, and Norse, Norman French, and of course local dialects. And, well, like any of these things, over time the spelling stayed the same while the pronunciation changed completely. So, you know, it's kind of like a fossil, if you will. It shows history, but it does not always help you catch the train. God, that was a good joke. So, yeah, I guess if you end up mispronouncing these British names, don't worry. The UK is full of them, so you will never be short of a new challenge presented to you. Now, English spelling may not always be your friend, but Deck and Deck English will definitely be. So guys, remember, English doesn't have to be difficult. See you in the next one.